The 2025 MTV Video Music Awards, VMAs, took place on September 8, 2025, with dazzling performances and star-studded appearances. Yet, one noticeable absence caught the attention of fans worldwide: BTS. Despite Jimin receiving his first-ever solo nomination at the prestigious event, none of the members of the group attended the ceremony, leaving ARMY both proud and curious. Jimin had been nominated in the Best K-pop Song category for his track, Who, a collaboration that showcased his versatility and artistry outside of BTS's group projects. The nomination was significant, not only because it marked Jimin's debut recognition as a soloist at the VMAs, but also because it highlighted the continuing global impact of BTS members as individuals. Many fans had hoped to see him make an appearance, either through a performance or at least walking the red carpet. However, the group's absence was not without reason. Since completing their mandatory military service earlier this year, BTS members have been gradually returning to the public eye with individual projects, while also preparing for a long-awaited group comeback. Sources close to big hit music explained that the members are currently focusing on recharging creatively and preparing for larger collective projects, which may explain why attending the VMAs was not prioritized in their schedules. The absence stirred conversations online, with fans trending hashtags such as Proud of Jimin and BTS at VMAs. While some expressed disappointment that Jimin could not celebrate his milestone nomination in person, others emphasized the importance of the group's rest and artistic freedom. One fan on X, formerly Twitter, wrote, "We wanted to see Jimin at the VMAs, but we respect his choice to focus on what's next. His nomination alone is proof of his talent." Meanwhile, the VMAs proceeded with memorable performances by global artists, but the buzz around BTS's absence once again underscored their cultural influence. Even without attending, the group and its members remain at the center of international music conversations. Looking forward, industry insiders predict that BTS will make a major comeback announcement before the end of 2025, possibly tying into the group's upcoming anniversary celebrations in 2026. Until then, Jimin's solo recognition at the VMAs serves as a reminder of how each member continues to shine, both individually and collectively. The 2025 MTV Video Music Awards were filled with iconic performances and red carpet highlights. But one of the night's most talked about stories wasn't about who was there. It was about who wasn't. For the first time in years, BTS had no presence at the VMA stage, despite Jimin earning a solo nomination that marked a milestone in his career. Jimin's song Who had been nominated in the Best K-pop Song category. The track, praised for its emotional depth and unique sound, has been considered one of the strongest solo releases from a BTS member post-military service. Critics noted that this song represents Jimin's growth as a musician, with its blend of vulnerability and refined production. While Jimin didn't attend the ceremony, his nomination itself made history. It positioned him among the few K-pop soloists recognized by the VMAs in recent years. Fans celebrated across social media, expressing how proud they were that Jimin's artistry received recognition on such a global platform. Industry insiders revealed that BTS members are currently in the midst of transitioning back into their careers after completing military enlistment. With a reunion in preparation, each member has been balancing solo commitments and group activities. A source from HYBE reportedly explained that the absence was due to tight scheduling and upcoming projects that require full focus, suggesting that the group is prioritizing long-term creative work over appearances at award shows. This is not the first time BTS has missed a major Western award event, but their absence at the 2025 VMAs is particularly significant, considering how the group has historically played a key role in boosting global viewership at such ceremonies. Across social media, ARMY shared mixed emotions. Some expressed disappointment, wishing they could see Jimin accept recognition for his nomination in person. Others emphasized that the group's decision was understandable, given their demanding schedules and the anticipation of a comeback. On X, one user wrote, "It hurts not to see Jimin there, but we respect his choice to focus on what's next. His nomination alone is proof of his talent." Another fan added, "Their absence is felt everywhere, And that just shows how powerful BTS is. Even when they don't show up, they are the main conversation. The hashtags proud of Jimin, BTS at VMAs, and Who for VMAs trended worldwide, demonstrating that the group's influence continues to resonate deeply with fans and the music industry alike. BTS has a history with the MTV VMAs, having won multiple awards in categories like Best K-pop, Best Group, and Best Choreography. Their performances, especially the iconic Dynamite stage in 2020, remain some of the most replayed VMA moments of the decade. Jimin's solo recognition this year symbolizes the group's evolving journey, from dominating as a collective to shining individually, yet still carrying the legacy of BTS in every step. Speculation continues to grow that BTS will announce a major project before the end of the year. With all 7 members now discharged from military service, ARMY anticipates a comeback album or world tour announcement in late 2025 or early 2026. If true, their return could easily overshadow award show absences and once again set new industry records. For now, Jimin's solo recognition at the VMAs serves as a milestone, proof that even when BTS members are absent physically, their impact remains undeniable. The decision of BTS to skip the 2025 MTV Video Music Awards, despite Jimin's solo nomination, has sparked ongoing discussion not just among ARMY, but also within the broader music industry. Their absence is more than a scheduling matter. It reflects the changing dynamics of global music recognition, K-pop's evolving place in Western award shows, and BTS's unique power as cultural icon. Jimin's Who was more than just a song. It represented a new chapter for him after completing military service and stepping back into the international spotlight. The nomination validated his artistic journey and cemented his position not only as a member of BTS, but also as a soloist capable of commanding global attention. Music critics pointed out that while many K-pop acts remain tied to group branding, Jimin has managed to carve out an independent identity. His recognition at the VMAs, one of the most influential Western music ceremonies, showcases how BTS members are shaping a new narrative for K-pop beyond the traditional group format. BTS has historically used award shows like the VMAs to reach new audiences. Their 2020 Dynamite performance introduced millions to K-pop at a global scale, while subsequent wins solidified their dominance in the Best K-pop and Best Group categories. By skipping the 2025 VMAs, the group sent a silent but powerful message. Their artistry and influence no longer rely on validation from Western award institutions. Some analysts argue that BTS's absence highlighted how deeply embedded they are in global culture. Even without performing or appearing, they remained among the most talked about topics of the night. One reason BTS continues to dominate conversations is ARMY's collective presence. Fans organized digital campaigns celebrating Jimin's nomination, flooding timelines with fan art, edits, and messages of pride. The sheer scale of online engagement surrounding BTS during the VMAs demonstrated once again that their global fanbase can rival and often surpass the impact of live appearances. A cultural commentator noted, BTS skipping the VMAs but still being a trending topic worldwide proves something profound. Their cultural capital doesn't need traditional stages anymore. They are their own stage. BTS's decision not to attend could also reflect a larger shift in the group's focus. With all members finally discharged from military service, HYBE and BTS are rumored to be preparing for one of the biggest comebacks in K-pop history. Allocating their time and energy toward new music, rehearsals, and production may be a more strategic move than a single award show appearance. Furthermore, BTS has always emphasized creative autonomy over commercial recognition. Their absence aligns with the group's long-standing philosophy of prioritizing artistry, connection with fans, and cultural impact over industry politics. As the industry speculates about BTS's comeback, Jimin's solo nomination stands as a preview of what's to come, a group where each member is capable of standing on his own, yet even stronger when reunited. If predictions of a late 2025 or early 2026 full group release hold true, the VMA's absence will likely be remembered as a strategic pause before one of the most anticipated returns in music history. For now, the story of the 2025 MTV VMAs is incomplete without mentioning BTS, not for what they did,
but for what they chose not to do. Their absence itself became news, reinforcing once again that BTS is not just part of the conversation, they are the conversation. BTS's absence at the 2025 MTV VMAs may mark a shift in how the group engages with Western institutions. For years, the VMAs, AMAs, and Billboard Music Awards were stages where BTS cemented their international dominance. They brought K-pop into mainstream global recognition with memorable moments like their Butter win and the groundbreaking Dynamite performance during the pandemic era. But by 2025, the dynamic has changed, with BTS members now established as soloists and the group preparing for a collective comeback. Their absence could be interpreted as an intentional recalibration. Rather than seeking validation from award ceremonies, BTS appears focused on legacy building, crafting music and projects that will outlast seasonal accolades. This year's VMAs still featured other K-pop nominees, with groups like NewJeans, Stray Kids, and 17 carrying the torch. Their red carpet appearances and performances kept K-pop visible on the global stage. But the lack of BTS underscored an undeniable truth. No other act commands the same level of global media attention. A music journalist covering the VMAs noted, "When BTS doesn't show up, it feels like something's missing. Other groups are rising, but BTS's absence is a reminder of their unmatched influence. They've redefined the standard." Although Jimin was not physically present, his nomination carried symbolic weight. It was his first as a soloist, yet the conversation around it felt collective. Fans celebrated it as a victory for BTS as a whole. In many ways, it represented the group's ethos. Individual achievements are never separate from the larger identity of BTS. This duality, thriving individually while maintaining a shared legacy, has become BTS's unique formula. No other global act has managed to balance solo recognition with collective strength as effectively.